We appreciate you all coming down and taking some time out of your busy schedules. We've had a really big year this year at Natgen with our 4 properties that we've settled, 4 development sites that we're managing, and acquisition of one other block of land. Really wanted to say a big thank you to all of our investors. Our business doesn't exist without the support of all of you. Stephen and I take managing your money extremely seriously. And I think I say this every year, but I'm going to say it again. There's not an hour in the day that goes by where Stephen and I don't think about managing the Natgen investments to the best of our ability. And we really appreciate all the support we get from our investors. I also wanted to say a big thank you to all of the Natgen staff. Our business wouldn't be where it is today without the hard work from all of you. And I wanted to quickly introduce you to a couple of new team members. Peter Tilse, who's here in front of me. Peter has joined us this year as our Head of Funds Management. Been doing a great job and working on a few opportunities which we're going to be bringing out early in the new year. Lockie Pappas out the back. Lockie's brought the average age of a Natgen employee down quite a bit, so we're glad to bring Lockie on board, full of energy. Recently picked up a new asset which we're going to be bringing out in the next couple of weeks. Very excited to show everybody. Kelly Cross. Kelly has joined us as our new property manager. Been doing a great job keeping all our tenants in line. And Kelly has taken over from Tammy, who I wanted to pay a quick mention to tonight. Tammy is our first Natgener to leave the Natgen team. She's here without her husband. Her husband actually dragged her across to the Solomon Islands, so lucky he didn't turn up because we probably would have thrown him in the water. So Tammy, you're going to be greatly missed. I wanted to give a quick shout out to all of our builders, Total Constructions, Checkpoint, and Joel and Cameron from Co Constructions. You guys have been doing an amazing job for us this year. At a time where the industry has really struggled, you guys have performed extremely well for us. And we're really looking forward to some finished products early in the new year. Got a couple of consultants I would like to thank. Apologies, I'm not going to be able to thank you all, otherwise we'd be here for a while, but Andy Packer, who's here tonight somewhere. Andy's one of the hardest working blokes that I know. Has helped us with a few of our developments early in the year, so thank you very much, Andy. Dave Cortez at the back there from Crew Commercial. Dave's pretty much a full-time Natgener these days, selling out our industrial units. I'm on the phone to Dave, must be almost every 2 hours per day. Dave's doing a great job selling our units, so thank you very much, Dave. Bianca and the team from PKF Gold Coast, they look after the really exciting stuff, being our audit and our tax. Doing a great job for us, constantly putting up with me being extremely impatient, so I appreciate you guys doing that. Dan from Zone Planning. Dan's here tonight. Dan sits between Natgen and the planning department of the Gold Coast City Council. So for those of you who have not dealt with the planning department of the Gold Coast City Council, extremely tough job. He's a hell of a lot more patient than I am. And again, he puts up with me calling him on a day-to-day basis, asking for updates. And he's managed to get a number of development applications approved for us. Not an easy job, minimal changes, so thank you very much, Dan. For those of you who haven't been to a Natgen Christmas party before, every year we give away money to a certain charity based on behalf of you guys turning up tonight. And tonight that's going to be Legacy Foundation, who look after our veterans and their families. So that money will be going there. Which leads me on to the last person I want to thank, which is my business partner, Stephen. Not only has Stephen been a great mentor to me and leader to the Natgen team, but he's also been the chairman of the Legacy Foundation this year and helped them raise a lot of money for that charity. And before I pass over to Stephen, I just thought I'd mention, extremely lucky to have him here tonight. One of our longest, and actually one of our first investors, took us out for dinner last night. Knowing Stephen is allergic to soft-shelled crab, fed him soft-shelled crab, so I thought I would just mention, I don't think he's unhappy, but if anyone here is unhappy with their investments, please let us know before they decide to try and kill us. Stephen went home having an anaphylactic reaction, but has made it here tonight, so Would like to just wish everyone Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and again, thanks for taking the time to come down and have a drink with us tonight.
Thank you, Brett, for those kind words. You said everything I was going to say, so it leaves me with perhaps a couple of minutes to philosophise a bit more than I normally would. So again, I'd like to agree with Brett. We're razor focused on our unit holders and their needs over time, and everything we do, we think about it in terms of wealth management for the people whose money it is. This has been a good year for Natgen in terms of growth and in terms of projects, but we're also very careful not to grow in an unmeasured way. We make sure that we can handle the growth and that we're doing the right thing by every unit holder from our very first trust to our latest ones. We stick by the principle of trying to know all of our investors, and that's been a miracle principle for us over time, because we found that it's particularly useful for people to understand who and what they're investing in. I look around this room, and a company is a bit of a community, and if you think about the various parts of a community that have come together here, it's actually very gratifying to be putting something together that brings so many people together. I'd also like to mention Tammy, who somehow has got out of the Natgen grips to move on. She's moved overseas because it's banned to actually leave Natgen and stay in the country. So I'd just like to say, Tammy, you've been an amazing employee, friend, and colleague, and we've been lucky to have you. And when your jaunt in the Solomon Islands is over, please come back. And I couldn't say enough about Tammy. She's been a wonderful part of our business. Just looking a little bit going forwards, I thought I'd mention a couple of things about next year. Brett mentioned that our new cash deposit fund is coming in the early part of next year, which is a new business line for us. And that's been something that Peter's certainly been putting effort into, and thank you for that. We've got another shopping centre investment coming very soon, probably before Christmas, because we see still real value in our regional convenience retail areas. And then in 2025, we've got 3 or 4 things now sort of in the pipeline, and it's probably the first time we've been able to have that. And very excitingly for us, we're finishing 4 projects in 2025, which will be a big deal. But we see 2025 probably being different from what we expected to be 3 to 6 months ago. 2024 was different from what we expected in 2023. So we just try and remain agile and vigilant to make sure that everything that's happening is managed within our capabilities. So you can rest assured that you get the best of us. And we certainly feel like we get the best of our consultants and builders and accountants and everyone as well, because if Brett is a young man whinging at some people, well, I'm the old man whinging at him. So I think we have a very good synergy in that respect. And again, I say it every time. Brett's an amazing business partner. I can rely on him very much for everything. He makes my life and the lives of everyone in the business easier. And thanks again to all the Natgeners here as well. They are a wonderful crew, and I'm very proud of them, and I'm very proud to to have founded this company with Brett. So please enjoy yourselves, have more drinks and eats, get to know each other, and Merry Christmas.